Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And a live look at Washington, where President Biden just wrapped up a speech to the nation on the first anniversary of the attacks on the U.S. Capitol.
Multiple ceremonies are taking place at the Capitol today. Prayer vigils and speeches. 5 people died that day, and more than 700 have been arrested in connection with this incident.
Here at home, we are standing by for a press conference, an update on the COVID situation as the city and county getting ready to open up several mass testing sites. We'll stand by for that, but right now we're outside with live cam, Steph.
Yeah, we're still in the 40s. Yesterday we were already in the 50s by this time.
It is going to be a much cooler afternoon yesterday. A lot of folks made it into the 70s for high temperatures. We are going to be significantly cooler than that this afternoon. We've actually got another cold front moving through today. It will generally move through without much fuss, but you'll notice this afternoon much cooler, and this front will actually set us up for another freeze, a light freeze for San Antonio tomorrow morning. More on that coming up in just a bit. Today's pollen count. Some good news. Mountain Cedar was high yesterday. It's down to a moderate count of 490 today, and molds are low with a count of 370. Now, normally I'd be a little bit more excited about this drop in the Mountain Cedar count, but unfortunately, I do think because of the front that will come through today, it will pick up our winds out of the north. It will be breezy. We could see that Mountain Cedar count rebound and be a bit more elevated tomorrow. So something to keep in the back of your mind. But for now, we'll just enjoy that it's down a little bit today. Currently near 50 at the airport, bright sunshine. Winds are light here in the city for now, but we will turn breezy and cooler this afternoon behind a front coming through later on this morning. And as I mentioned, this sets us up for another freeze Friday morning. We turn things around very quickly as we get into the weekend. It will be warmer and more humid again by Saturday, but yes, another cold front arrives by Sunday. Cooler and windy as we wrap up the weekend and start next week. So plenty more back and forth with our weather over the next several days. We'll talk more about it in detail coming up in just a little bit. Mark and Steph.
A lot of changes. Thank you, Katie. Quick look at the roads with TransGuide looking out there at I-35 at Martin. I'm not sure if that's a Hero truck, but there are a couple of vehicles there on the side of the road, not affecting traffic in that area at this hour.
And again, we're standing by for a press conference on the opening of 3 big new testing sites here in the San Antonio area. We'll check in with Jonathan Coates and go there live momentarily. Top stories we're following for you today. The search is on for some teens who rammed a truck right into a San Antonio Police Department cruiser.
This all started in a West Side neighborhood around 4 this morning on Darby Boulevard, not far from Highway 90 and General Hudnall. That's where an officer noticed the pickup truck speeding and running a red light in that area. When that officer attempted to stop the vehicle, the driver took off, ultimately running into a dead-end street.
Police say the driver then backed into the patrol car, hitting it in the rear passenger side. We're told 5 people jumped out and took off. Officers later found 3 girls hiding under a house a block away from the crash scene.
Investigators are still looking for 2 boys, the driver and passenger of the truck. No one was hurt in that crash. Police say the pickup involved in the incident was stolen, and when officers searched it, they found it full of beer.
3-year-old Lena Kill's now been missing for 18 days and still no answers.
Search crews are resuming efforts this morning to find her. Yesterday, an FBI dive team searched an area about 2 miles from where she was last seen on December 20th. The lead they followed came up empty. Lena's father is sharing his thoughts on the investigation through Pamela Allen. She's the leader of Eagles Flight San Antonio, a local advocacy group.
Since Lena's disappearance, her father says he's had to quit his job to focus on his family's well-being. The local Afghan migrant community is stepping in to help the family. If you have any information that can help in the search for Lena, you're urged to call 207-7660. That's the SAPD Missing Persons Unit. There is still a $150,000 reward for information that leads to Lena Kill. San Antonio Police and Crime Stoppers asking for your help to find the person suspected of assaulting a woman. It happened on December 11th on the far northwest side. Investigators say a 27-year-old woman ran out of gas on the access road over there off Camp Bullis Road near the Dominion. The unknown suspect pictured on your screen pulled over and offered to get her gas. The victim went with the suspect to an Exxon station. After getting gas and returning the vehicle, police say the suspect sexually assaulted the victim. If you know anything about this incident, call 224-STOP.
And San Antonio police and Crime Stoppers are hoping you can help them track down the suspects in 2 separate robbery cases.
Well, first up, an aggravated robbery at a Best Buy. Here's a look at the suspects. They say this happened last Wednesday at the store over off Loop 410 and tried to get away with several items. When someone tried to stop him, he pulled out a weapon and threatened to harm the victim, then ran out of the store.
The search is also on for this robbery suspect here. Police say last month he went into the Dollar General on Old Pearsall Road and took off with several items. You are asked to call Crime Stoppers if you have any information about either case. That number's on your screen, 210-224-STOP. And like Mark was talking about earlier, city leaders are unveiling a new testing site that opened earlier this morning.
They're also discussing plans for 2 more sites set to open tomorrow and Monday. Let's listen into this live press conference.
11,528 new cases of COVID-19 in Bexar County. And you've seen the numbers reported by the state in that time as well. We know this is all because of the Omicron variant, and it's why our risk level has shot up from 2% now into the severe category, as our positivity rate has jumped to 27.3% in our community. While these numbers are high, let's remember that we have the tools to fight this pandemic. We have plenty of vaccines and boosters available, and when the vaccine makes its way to you, you want to be prepared, and that means getting your vaccination and getting your booster. We also know that a well-fitting mask will help protect you from infection. Infection from the highly transmissible Omicron variant is driving people across the city to get tested, and rightly so, especially since we have been encouraging individuals to get tested if they have symptoms of the coronavirus, so that they don't spread it to others, such as the elderly or young children, if they are indeed positive. While we're glad to see that people are heeding our advice to get tested, we also know that there are long lines and longer times waiting at area testing sites. Currently, the city of San Antonio has 17 no-cost testing sites throughout the city and the community, with an agreement with Curative, a healthcare company, which oversees these testing locations. However, because of the increased demand for people seeking to get a COVID-19 test, we know that we need to do more, and we are. Today, we're pleased to announce that we've contracted with a nonprofit community organization called Community Labs to offer additional 3 new testing sites that will be in operation starting this morning. You're seeing one of them right now. We have additional sites that will be announced shortly after that as well. With these added sites today, we know we have the capacity to test many more people per day. The new locations, along with their hours of operations, are here at the Alamo College's headquarters district main office, which is now open. They will operate from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's also a site opening Friday, January 7th at 8 a.m. at Palo Alto College. Their hours of operation will also be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then, of course, we do have St. Philip's College, which will be opening a site on Monday. Their hours of operation, again, will be 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Testing at community sites are on a walk-up basis only. No appointment is needed, and test results are provided within 24 hours. We're grateful to our Community Labs partners to help us offer greater testing capacity to our community. And again, we're grateful for our community who has been working so hard and taking this threat to our public health seriously by masking up, getting vaccinated, and getting tested when necessary, and protecting ourselves, our loved ones, and our entire community. So let me turn it over now to Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf.
As the mayor said, you can see by the line today how many people are concerned with the fast spreading of Omicron. We believe it's spreading 7 times faster than what Delta did, and Delta was faster than any other previous variant. So it's all over our community. There's probably not a person in this group that hasn't been around someone that's had COVID. Maybe you didn't know it, but the odds are you've probably been around them. So we know what we need to do. There's really 5 things left that we can do in this community. And one of them is health protocols. You see that in the lines today. Most people are wearing their masks. Most of them are keeping a distance and sanitation. We can't overemphasize that, because you are going to be around someone that has the Omicron. Vaccinations, we fought so hard, so very, very hard to get enough vaccinations in our community, and now we have a plenty supply of that. You can get it at grocery stores, and you can get it at pharmacies, and you can get it at our mass vaccination site that we have on Wonderland that we've continued to run. We've done over 500,000 vaccinations in that site alone. So we encourage you to go and bring your children. As of November the 4th, we've given children 5 years and older 14,200 shots. That's their first and second dose. And we're open at that site from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., run by the Bexar County Hospital District. The third thing that we can do is provide as much monoclonal treatment for Omicron as we possibly can. There's only about 3,000 allocated to the state of Texas that could be used every week in the state, which means we will have a limited supply to be able to do that. So what Mayor Nurenberger and I have done, we've sent a letter to the U.S. Department of Human Services asking them to supply us with Remdesivir, which is an antiviral treatment, not the same as a monoclonal, but still an effective treatment to be able to supplement the lack of the fact that we don't have enough of this Stauderopabom. Nurses, we expect some of them to begin and arrive today and tomorrow. There's 411 that have been allocated to us. There's been a little problem getting them here because of what we see and read about every day, the thousands of flights that have been canceled around the nation. But they're starting to trickle in, and that's going to help our hospitals. I think as of yesterday, we had 569 people in the hospital. December the 24th, we only had 24. So you can see what a dramatic rise in the work that our hospitals are doing to help so much in this. And I want to congratulate Mayor Nurenberg and the city for stepping up and providing these additional sites for testing. Over the past year or so, we've contracted with community labs in the amount of about $4 billion to do testing in schools. On this coming Tuesday, we will be bringing up to the court, and I believe we'll have the votes to pass it, additional $1,300,000 for testing. $1 million of that will go to community labs. They've already talked to our people. Senior Vice President Bill Phillips at the University Hospital. We're going to provide space for them on the first floor of the Wonderland Mall. In addition to that, we're going to be providing $300,000 to Concorazone in a partnership with the South Texas Allergy and Asthma Agency. They'll be able to deliver something like a couple of thousand shots a day, and they'll be located at 341 East Hildebrand and 10,440 State Highway in Westover Hills. We expect to have those sites up going by Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. So we got 5 things we do. Everybody work together, protect yourself, protect your friends, protect your family, and protect your children. Do all the safety protocols, get your shots, do everything we can to get through this Omicron crisis that we're facing today. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. My name is Eric Walsh. I'm the city manager of San Antonio. And before I make my remarks, I want to thank the Metro Health Team, the San Antonio Fire Department, and Community Labs for the rapid deployment and a lot of the work that's been done over the last couple of days to get today's site open, as well as the 2 that the mayor mentioned. There are 3 additional sites that as soon as later this week we'll be announcing that'll open up early next week. But I want to thank all 3 of those entities for the work they've done. With the increase, obviously, in COVID cases here in San Antonio and throughout the country, our organization, the City of San Antonio organization, has been impacted as well. We have employees and family members of employees that have been impacted by Omicron. Right now, we're at the highest number of employees that are out because of COVID since the beginning of the pandemic. And obviously, one of my jobs as city manager is to ensure that we continue to provide the critical services, the continuity of services, the continuity of government that our residents depend upon. Things such as fire and police and solid waste collection, 911, 311, the COVID hotline, the airport, many of our critical functions, and ensure that those are still operational and providing services to the community. Every department director is closely monitoring their absentee rate. and reallocating resources and preparing for any sort of potential impact. We're in good shape right now, despite the high positivity rate and the high number of employees that are out, and operations have not been impacted. However, if the number of city employees out sick or in quarantine continues to increase, we are prepared and monitoring to make adjustments to city services. If that happens, we will certainly make sure that we keep the community informed and the public informed and the media informed. Our central message is that we're closely monitoring, we're prepared, we're planning, and if we need to make any adjustments, we'll communicate that. Our top priority is to make sure that all critical services that residents rely upon are there 100% of the time. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Claude Jacob, the Metro Health Director.
Good morning and Happy New Year. As Mayor Nierenberg mentioned, we have the tools we need to contain this virus. COVID-19 testing is one of those tools, as is masking up regardless of your vaccination status. Metro Health looks forward to working with community labs as well as continuing our partnership with Curative to expand testing in San Antonio and Bexar County. The city has had a contract in place with community labs to allow us to deploy new testing resources as needed. Metro Health will now be able to provide 3 more large testing sites to our residents, with more on the way. We want to ensure that individuals continue to have access to no-cost testing, especially as the highly contagious Omicron variant has become prevalent throughout the community. We encourage anyone who has symptoms of COVID-19 to get tested so they don't spread the virus to others if they are positive. Though some testing lines may be long, we have the capacity for everyone to get tested. We hope these additional testing sites will help meet and alleviate those current wait times. So you can always go to covid19.sanantonio.gov to find a testing site and check to see if an appointment is needed before heading to a location. Remember, if you are experiencing symptoms and waiting to get a COVID test, then you should stay home until you can get a test, or at least 5 days from when your symptoms started. After 5 days, you can leave your home, but you should wear a mask for another 5 days while around others. As always, contact your healthcare provider to get recommendations based on your situation. Again, Metro Health stresses the importance of getting tested and to do that when you get tested. Consider using a self-test before joining indoor gatherings with others who are not in your household. A positive self-test result means that you have an infection and should not gather with others. A negative self-test result means that you may not have an infection. Repeating the test with at least 24 hours between tests will increase the confidence that you are not infected. Ask your healthcare provider if you need help interpreting your test results. Our main message today is that we have the tools to contain this virus. As Judge Wolf mentioned, get vaccinated and get your booster shot if you're eligible. Please do your part to protect San Antonio by staying home if you're sick. If you have not already yet received your COVID-19 vaccine, our Alamo Dome drive-through clinic is open from noon to 8 p.m. Wednesdays through Fridays, no appointment necessary. We also continue to offer the $100 HEB gift card incentives at the Alamo Dome and our vaccine pop-up clinics. Again, on behalf of our incredible team at Metro Health, I just want to thank you for your ongoing support. And right now, I'd like to invite Dr. Jindo Wu, our medical director, to speak.
If you'd like to continue watching this press conference, we are carrying it live on KSAT.com. So to wrap things up, don't care whether you call it a spike or a surge, what have you, the situation, according to city, county, and local health officials, remains dire. And at-home tests, very hard, if not impossible to find. So the need right now is for mass testing, and that need apparently is going to be met.
Yeah, we also heard from the mayor, who talked about the partnership with Curative. We had 17 testing sites, and now they are partnering up with community labs, and we are adding 3 bigger testing sites. sites, of course, Alamo Colleges, the one that started today, 8 o'clock this morning. They'll start another one tomorrow at Palo Alto, and then St. Philip's on Monday.
That's right. So all three of these will be open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. No appointment needed. First come, first serve. Those will all be open by Monday. So Alamo College is opening today till 6. Palo Alto opening tomorrow 8 to 6. And St. Philip's will kick off their testing clinic starting Monday, January 10th from 8 to 6 p.m. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And like Mark said, no appointment needed. They also mentioned that this is walk-up, not a drive-through. These are all walk-up appointments, at least for the 3 new testing sites.
Okay, we're going to move along right now. It is 9:18.
All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, we're back. There's a new public sculpture at MLK Park which pays homage to the representation of African American culture.
And this is a local artist's first piece of public art, and he says it was made possible through the City Department of Arts and Culture's Sketch to Sculpture program.
Tiffany Huertas joins us live from MLK Park with more on the program itself. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Mark and Stephanie. Yeah, this sculpture is also celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. And check out this incredible sculpture. It is just beautiful, 17 feet tall, made out of steel and concrete. And to talk more about this is the local artist behind this installation, Caldrick Dow, and Crystal Jones with the city. Good morning. Talk to us about this piece, Caldrick.
Okay, so this piece I created with the city, the Arts and Culture Department, and I created it to specifically represent African Americans in our culture, kind of celebrate our culture. And I created it, as you can see, it's brown on the bottom, and then it has spheres up top. So it's called Spheres of Reflection. So it aligns with Dr. King's vision of portraying African Americans dignified in a dignified way, and it also has text that he commonly used, like brave, bold, unity. And I made the spheres reflective so that people can go up to it and see themselves. So it's kind of a way of looking within themselves and also seeing the people around them. So it's kind of a homage to African Americans and what Dr. King stood for.
How does it feel to have it here at this park?
It feels great. I think a lot of people in the community will resonate with it, and outside of the community will kind of, it's portraiture, so a lot of people can relate to it.
And Crystal, talk to us about this program that made all of this possible.
Yes, so this program, we work hand in hand with the community to develop the public art, and then also with the artists. So it all starts with the community engagement. Where do people want to see art? What do they want to see reflected in the art? And then that's when an artist is selected by the community, and we work hand in hand with the artists to develop these pieces. And these pieces, the best part about them is that they're free and accessible to all. They're throughout our parks, they're on our streets, they're on our facilities, they're everywhere. So it's just a really fantastic program for our community.
And how can people find out more information about this program?
So if you go to sanantonio.gov/arts, you're going to find an entire public art map. We have over 600 pieces in our collection. So find a piece near you, it'll pop up other pieces along the way, and you can have your own little public art trail.
Awesome. And Caldrick, last thing, how does it make you feel right now, people passing by and watching your piece here?
Oh, well, I mean, it feels great that everyone has widely, accepted the piece, and they're really excited about the piece. And they really feel represented, and they're just excited to see it. So I'm excited that people are as excited, and number one thing is that people resonate with the art that I create, and it makes them feel a way. So I think that this has done that.
And the cool thing is that you were mentioning earlier with the sun, it all looks different. In every angle that you walk around it, it's all going to look different for everybody.
Yeah, it all changes, depending on the time of the day, it kind of changes the shadows, and it creates different, shadows. So it's interesting.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and to talk more about that program, we'll have more details on our new show. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Tiffany, and congrats to Caldrick.
Katie Blake joins us now with a look at our forecast. How are things shaping up out there right now?
Good morning. It was Warm yesterday, comfortable though, with low humidity. We got into the 70s, some sunshine, so really nice yesterday afternoon. Today will be nice as well, but it will be significantly cooler second half of the day because we do have another front that will be skirting on by on this Thursday. Currently, still pretty chilly up in the hill country. It's 39 in Comfort, 43 in Kerrville. We're at 50 at the airport and 53 in Stinson. Not a huge spread in our temperatures at this hour, but earlier this morning, it was significantly warmer down a little bit closer to the Gulf of Mexico. And you'll notice as we switch over to our dew points, the measure of humidity, those numbers are also a good bit higher down from Beeville all the way up to Victoria. Everyone else is sitting in some really dry air with dew points in the 30s for the most part. So with that slightly higher humidity down from Live Oak all the way up to Goliad County, Victoria, a dense fog advisory remains in effect until 11 a.m. Everyone else, we've just got beautiful bright sunshine. So it's just the exception of a few of our southeasternmost counties that humidity is a little bit higher this morning. Everyone will see another push of drier, cooler air move in later on today. And for some of us, even later this morning, look at this colder air mass. I mean, it's on the cool side here at home, but look how cold it is up near Abilene, 23. That's the air temperature. Air temperature up in Amarillo in the Texas Panhandle is just 7 degrees. So a colder air mass is sitting off to our north, and it will be pushed south during the day today. We're not going to get down to the single digits. Don't have to worry about that. But we will see our temperatures drop into this afternoon, this evening, and that puts us, for a lot of us, at another freeze to start the day tomorrow morning. So here's your Friday 7 a.m. temperatures. We are expecting a light freeze around San Antonio and Bexar County, a hard freeze possible across portions of the hill country. Essentially, everyone has already seen their first freeze. So this won't be a huge issue, but we are anticipating a light freeze for a lot of us to start the day tomorrow. But look what happens as we get into the weekend. Our morning lows shoot right back up to 50 Saturday morning, low 60s by Sunday. So a more than 30-degree temperature swing for our morning temperatures from Friday morning to Sunday morning. That will also come hand in hand with some higher humidity. But we've got another front coming in Sunday that will drop our lows back into the 30s Monday, with another light freeze possible by Monday night into Tuesday morning of next week. So some back and forth in a lot of ways here with our weather over the next few days. Let's take a quick look at your weather setup for the upcoming weekend. Today will be nice and clear. Tomorrow, also a cool day, but cloud cover is really going to build back in fairly quickly tomorrow. So we're going to call Friday a mostly cloudy day. Friday night into early Saturday, moisture really starts to build back in. So by Saturday morning, we're looking at the return of fog, drizzle, and even some isolated showers. High humidity on Saturday with a little bit of clearing into Saturday afternoon. It will generally be warm and muggy on Saturday. Next front comes through on Sunday. This also looks like a dry, cold front, so that means no rain, but that will cool us off again for early next week with another light freeze possible by early Tuesday morning. So a couple fronts here. One does come through today without much fuss. It will be breezy this afternoon. Temperatures likely today to peak around lunchtime in the low 60s, and then they'll fall through the 50s this afternoon, all the way down to a light freeze tomorrow morning. Increasing clouds on your Friday, more humid on Saturday, and then that second front arrives on Sunday. We'll be right back.
Taking a quick look at where Bexar County stands when it comes to new COVID cases. The county has more than 2,700 new cases, bringing overall totals since the pandemic began to nearly 360,000. Meanwhile, 569 people are hospitalized. 134 are currently in intensive care. U.S. is imposing new COVID restrictions on military bases. U.S. Forces Japan says all personnel have to wear masks while off base, regardless of vaccination status. COVID tests will also be required before arrival, upon arrival, and while in Japan.
This decision comes after local governments criticized the U.S. military for failing to contain the spread of the virus at military bases. Japan has seen a rise in COVID-19 cases lately. 623 new infections were reported Wednesday, a significant jump from 225 the previous day.
There's more ahead on GMSA at 9.
Right, David Sears is next with your morning headlines. And welcome back. It's 9:36 now. In your morning headlines, we gave an update on the aftermath of that huge fire in Colorado.
Blessed Driver adds a new door to a restaurant in Detroit, and Antonio Brown telling his side of the story with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. David Sears is here.
Very interesting side of the story.
Let's say it was a lengthy statement.
It was a lengthy statement. Plus, when you couple that with the video you see, you kind of go, it's kind of odd. But we'll get to that in just a second. But first, let's start with this. Uplifting news out of Colorado, and that is a house burned to the ground. Believe it or not, the owners found their cat, Merlin. There's Merlin. The Merlin was in the charred rubble. Little guy suffered some burns, but was still alive. Unfortunately, more sad news. Remember, this is that fire that burned thousands of acres between Boulder, Colorado, and Denver. Partial human remains have been found. However, 2 people are still missing. The fire ripped through neighborhoods. Nearly 1,000 houses and businesses burned up. There are images from a firefighter from that neighborhood just being engulfed by flames, and you can tell this firefighter was right there on the front lines when he took those pictures.
It was depressing, to be honest, to work so hard and to gain so little.
The tens of thousands of Coloradans who've been impacted, approximately 1,000 that have lost everything, hundreds that have lost their business or place of work.
President Joe Biden expected to head to Colorado tomorrow to get an up-close look at all that devastation. It's just after midnight, New Year's, Detroit surveillance video, SUV coming into a parking lot. Watch the SUV just all of a sudden speed up and then bam, right through the side of a restaurant. Here's what it looks like from inside. The woman at the counter got nailed, and for a moment she was pinned up against the counter. She ends up buried under all that rubble. The car backs out. The driver and passenger get out. They argue, then get back in and take off. They have been identified. So have all the injuries that Mernasia suffered. Her name is Mernasia Bracey, and here's her injury list.
Right now I'm having trouble with my back and my neck and my hand. I'm also walking with a cane and having trouble with my left leg.
As you say, she'll need physical therapy to heal and is still in shock over what happened. But she also says she is thankful and blessed to be here. And finally, an update on Antonio Brown. He is a receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who took off his pads, shirt, and his gloves, and then he left the game against the New York Jets on Sunday in the middle of that game. He's finally speaking. At least he has released a statement through his attorney. He said he has a painful ankle injury. He told Coach Arians that he couldn't play, but Arians ordered him into the game anyway. Brown refused. He says Arians effectively fired him right there on the spot. Arians says they talked on the field, but he didn't know about Brown's injury. Brown says his ankle is going to require surgery. He says he has a broken bone fragment in that ankle, torn ligaments, and a loss of cartilage. Funny, though, if you remember when he was running off the field, it didn't look like he was injured, and he was kind of, waving to the stands and doing all kinds of gestures. And then it doesn't look like he's limping there either. So, And he even went to an NBA game. He went to the Nets game after this was all over. So,
Well, he also said that he was filled with emotion as he was leaving the field right there.
Oh, I guess adrenaline
may have been a factor. Still yet to hear from the Bucs, though, on this latest.
Yeah, Arians says they're trying to figure out how to get him off the roster because he is actually still a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Correct. I've heard that. The league continues to be involved.
Yep. Of course, we'll see how it turns out.
All right, David, good to see you.
All right.
It took a little while, but we got to you.
That's all right. Breaking news.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Taking a look outside with live cam. Now we're up to 53 degrees. It looks nice out there.
It is really nice. We're warming up quickly this morning because of the abundant sunshine and the drier air that a lot of us have in place. Another front comes through later this morning. You'll notice it will be a bit cooler this afternoon, a little bit breezy as well. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. I want to give you a look at what's going on elsewhere across the country. Big story this morning, more snow for parts of the Mid-South there, all the way from Memphis, Tennessee to Nashville, even just north of Huntsville, Alabama. They are starting the day with some snow, some pockets of heavy snow there. You can see that's way far away from us. And the front that comes through later on today will be a dry front, so no rain. We were clear here in San Antonio and off to the north and west. There are some lingering clouds and even some patchy fog down a little bit closer to the Gulf of Mexico. Everyone will see things clear out later today behind the cold front. So after school, northeast winds 10 to 20. Much cooler temperatures will be falling through the 50s this afternoon through early this evening. Another light freeze in the cards tomorrow morning. We'll take another look at your full forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Mark and Steph.
Thank you, Katie. Right now, 9:40, about 53 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
The Spurs barely taking home a win against the Celtics, but hey, a win is a win, right, David? So David and RJ will be back after the break. Welcome back. It's 9:44. Hey, guess what, David? The Spurs won.
He did.
Got a much-needed win in Boston. David's back with R.J. Marquez to break down that Spurs win up in Beantown.
Man,
It was
they
not a
needed that.
moral victory either. It was a real 2-point win.
Yeah, it was close, though. It was close. It came down to the final seconds, and like a lot of Spurs games, just kind of the bounce of the ball, make a basket here or there. But DeJounte Murray coming back was the story here.
And we were talking earlier about how we now have decided that he is the leader of this team. And without them, they're kind of lethargic. And with him, they seem to be able to pick it up because everybody on the team played a little bit better than they had the 4 games that he missed. Was it 4 games he missed?
Yeah, he missed 4 games. Yeah,
4,
they
right?
were.
Yeah, they all seem to be.
4-game losing streak.
That was like a 4-game losing streak, and they all just seemed to have a little pep in their step yesterday, so to speak. I mean, we talked about Keldon Johnson was struggling, and he played a little bit better last night. Devin Vassell, saw him hit that 3 from the corner.
Well, and that's the thing. Vassell actually has been playing pretty well, stepping in for Lonnie Walker here, who's been out, kind of being thrown into the mix. 17 points for Devin Vassell. DeJounte, we said, 22 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds.
Dude couldn't get another rebound for another triple-double? What was he doing?
Slacking out there, David.
Man, oh, man. That guy right there, Devin White, you see him making a basket on the offensive end. His defense down the stretch was really – he seems to play better defense when DeJounte's around, too. They all just seem to play better, but he took a charge. I don't know if we're going to see – are we going to see the charge?
No, we're
That's
not.
the end of the
This is
game right there.
last play right here, yes.
What was that?
It was near
Steph,
disaster.
what was that? We can't end about it. You know what? I'm not getting all over him this time on the inbound. It was a bad inbound because watch Murray. Watch him. See, he goes one way, and Landell was trying to throw it in, and he couldn't stop. He was like, oh, he's going that way, so I'm going to throw it over there, and then Murray went back the other way. But Murray did play some good defense down the stretch on the guy that stole the ball. So they didn't let him score.
He did on Jaylen Brown right there. So Spurs survived this one 99-97. So again, snapping that 4-game losing streak, getting back to 15 and 22 in the win column there. So again, you mentioned Derek White, and we were talking about this earlier, how those when Derek and DeJounte are playing well, they really kind of feed off of one another, and how just in general the team plays a lot better. But Pop's reaction there at the end was pretty classic. He just had his hands up on his head. It was just like, what just happened there?
And we mentioned Derek took the charge. He also had a steal late in the fourth quarter that was instrumental in helping them pull off the victory.
Yeah, so the road trip continues here for the Spurs, taking on the 76ers. Again, this is a road trip that's pretty much like an early rodeo road trip right now at this point, taking on the Sixers here.
So, Steph, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, it's Friday.
Yeah, it's early enough.
East Coast
it's early.
Okay, yeah.
They need your help by watching.
We do.
Well, I've been keeping up with the post.
Put on your Spurs outfit.
I can watch too, but it won't have the same effect.
No, I mean, nothing against you, but
understood.
Steph seems to be the lucky charm or the unlucky charm.
Early game. That's
they need to wear their
Always
Fiesta
counts,
uniforms.
She is the marshmallow in our cereal. Very much our lucky charms.
Wow.
All right, let's talk Super Bowl.
We got
this
talk
is
Super
big
Bowl.
news here, David. We may actually get a Super Bowl here in North Texas this February.
The last time we had a Super Bowl at AT&T Stadium, it was cold.
Yeah.
However, apparently the NFL has contacted folks up there in Arlington about having the Super Bowl in AT&T Stadium this year because of everything that's going on with the COVID pandemic in California, and they put their mask mandate back in.
So right now the mandate
February
has been
15th?
extended to February 15th. The Super Bowl, of course, is that weekend right before. So we'll see what happens. So far, no word on any sort of limited capacity or anything like that. But I think the NFL is already making sort of some backup plans.
They had to make some backup plans because if they can't go to California, they got to go somewhere. So might as well go to Jerry World.
Have a plan B as things start to shut down out in California. All right, guys, thank you so much. Good seeing you.
Go Spurs, go, Steph.
Go Spurs, go.
David, I love the enthusiasm.
I was so boxed in it.
Wait a minute. Did David Sears just turn into Stephanie's cheerleader? That's a switch. All right, Katie Blake joins us now. 55 degrees out there, and we have an update on the pollen count.
Yes, if you missed it last half hour, today's numbers are not bad. Mountain Cedar is moderate with a count of 490. Molds are low with a count of 370. Mountain Cedar was high yesterday. Enjoy this brief drop in the Mountain Cedar count because I do think that with a breezy north wind kicking in this afternoon, we could see that mountain cedar number rise again by tomorrow. Reason why we have breezy winds in the forecast today, we've actually got a dry cold front that will move through later this morning, a little bit closer to lunchtime. This front will generally come through without a whole lot of fuss. There won't be any rain. In fact, I've got clear skies for you the rest of the day. You will notice a bit breezy by this afternoon, even some wind gusts up near 25 miles per hour at times this afternoon and this evening, and cooler this afternoon. So a lot of us will see our high for the day closer to lunchtime, several hours earlier than it would normally be, near 60. And then temperatures fall through the 50s this afternoon into the 40s this evening, eventually down to a light freeze for San Antonio and Bexar County by early tomorrow morning. So a lot of us, beautiful blue skies, but we do have some clouds down to the southeast, even a little bit of patchy fog closer to the Gulf of Mexico. Already up to 61 in Rock Springs, 49 in Hondo, 54 Gonzales. So not a huge spread in our temperatures, but I do expect when all is said and done, high temperatures across the area today, there will be a bit of a spread because of this front moving through. Obviously, those of you north of Highway 90, especially in the hill country, you're likely looking at highs today in the upper 50s, maybe near 60 degrees. Rock Springs, you're already up to near 61 there. Here in San Antonio, I expect a high near 61 again right about lunchtime. Those of you farther to the south, you'll have a bit more time to warm up, so a few spots from Carrizo Springs down to Cotulla could see a high in the low 70s today. Again, this is all because of that dry cold front that will be moving through later on. Most of us still have really dry air in place, and with this front coming through, it will just be another reinforcing shot of some low humidity that we will get to enjoy today and tomorrow. But by late tomorrow into the weekend, look what happens to these dew point numbers. They're back up in muggy territory, 60s Saturday into Sunday, but you notice they fall once again early next week. Another cold front Sunday will drop humidity and cool us down once again heading into early next week. So the back and forth does continue. What I want to mention, though, heading into the weekend, tomorrow we are going to pull in a lot of cloud cover really quickly. So we'll be nice and clear today and tonight. But as we get into tomorrow, midday, tomorrow afternoon for sure, a lot of cloud cover will be moving back in. I am going to throw in a chance of some isolated light spotty rain as we get into Friday night, early Saturday. Fog and drizzle will be possible early Saturday as well. A lot of that will clear out Saturday afternoon. We could start the day with some fog and drizzle Sunday too, but then the front comes through Sunday afternoon to clear all that out, and will be cooler heading into early next week with another light freeze possible Monday night into Tuesday morning. So the back and forth continues. We're always here to keep you updated on air and on the KSAT Weather Authority app. We'll be right back.
So most scams work in the same way. A scammer pretends to be someone you trust and convinces you to give them your money. Tomorrow on GMSA, some best practices for spotting an imposter before they can hurt your wallet.
All right, checking TransGuide, we do have an issue here, and based on what we're seeing, 35 at 37 here in the downtown area. SAPD is on the scene, as is a Hero truck. They're hopefully going to get that cleared up sooner than later, but very close to, let's say, 35 Brooklyn, McCullough area.
And for this next story, I cannot wait till you see the picture.
Adorable. A Kentucky toddler dressed up as the Queen herself has gone viral. And a few months later, Mom and Dad actually got some royal mail about it.
Yeah, this is cute. When Caitlin Sutherland checked the mail on December 27th, she wasn't expecting to find a letter addressed to her daughter, Jayling, with a royal stamp on it.
It was mixed with other mail. I had to calm myself down and make sure not to rip it open. Well, the idea for all this came back last Halloween. 2-year-old Jayling dressed head to toe and geared to resemble the Queen for her Halloween costume.
That's right. From a matching light blue jacket to the hat set to white wig, she looked like Her Majesty, complete with the corgis.
Rascal and Jack. So they went up getting mail from a royal staffer saying the Queen loves this costume. Well done.
Yes, well done. We agree here as well.